So Valve has just released one of the largest updates we've ever seen for CS2, and they've added back Overwatch, adjusted Inferno, killed Overpass by replacing it with Dust 2, and a ton more. There's a lot to unpack here. The release notes were pretty long, so go ahead and settle in, and let's take a deep dive into all of these changes. But first, I want to thank today's sponsor, SkinsMonkey. So SkinsMonkey is an automated CS2 trading site that provides an instant way for you to get new skins. All you have to do is select your old skins that you don't want anymore, and then pick out some fresh ones to trade for. It's as easy as that. And right now you could get a free $5 if you use code TACTICS on the site. And finally, you could get up to a 35% deposit bonus when using my code. So thanks again to SkinsMonkey for sponsoring this video. Links in the description. So starting off with some huge view model changes, Valve has finally added in the ability to switch between left and right hand mode in the game. You can adjust this in the settings and even bind it to a key within the menu, but the only difference between CSGO and here is the fact that whenever you switch between the two, you will actually put away your weapon and pull it back out, making it to where it's not as convenient to switch between these two views as you're clearing and moving through angles. It's still going to be a really good bind to set up. And spectators are able to see this in game. So it'll be interesting to see what settings your teammates are using, and also at the professional level you'll probably be able to see some of the pros are going to be using left-handed mode. They've also adjusted bob movement and some crouch view model positions, but I haven't really been able to notice the difference between those, so let's go ahead and move on to the HUD. So Valve's gone ahead and added in a new way to zoom in on your radar through the menu and set a toggle bind to switch between two different zoom settings. This is really useful for whenever you're trying to spam through a smoke where you don't have visibility, so I definitely recommend getting in there and setting up a bind for yourself. And even better than that, you can now enable the grenade lineup reticle. This gives you a sort of lineup crosshair that makes it accessible for pretty much everyone to start throwing more advanced utility. I'm super excited about this change. You can just hold left mouse for a couple of seconds with the pin pulled on a grenade, and that is going to pull up a much larger crosshair to where you can use better reference points around the screen to line things up. For example, this smoke on Dust 2 is the Xbox smoke, and it's way easier to line up because of this reticle. They've also made it to where whenever weapons are dropped on the ground, they show the actual weapon name as opposed to the name tag. If you look at this example, this USP is called USPS Thanks CJ because I won a clutch and he gave it to me because of that. And if I were to drop it, you'll notice it just says USPS Whiteout. They've also added in kill feed icons for mid-air kills, which is pretty cool to see. I'm sure I won't get mad every single time I see that on the kill feed. And now every time you pull up the escape menu, there's a scoreboard right in the middle of it, which seems kind of like an odd change, but I guess I'm here for it. Valve has also continued their quality of life improvements in the buy menu, allowing you to pick up dropped weapons in spawn by simply clicking on their new icon at the bottom of the menu. This makes dropping teammates a lot easier. You can also view your minimum cash for the next round in the top right of the buy menu. This will allow you to kind of adjust your buys to where you're always going to have enough money for the next round if you're planning on buying in the next one. Moving on over to weapon changes, the Zeus has been changed quite a bit. The movement speed is a little bit faster and the kill reward is now $100, which is definitely a welcome change and will hopefully get that Zeus being used even more in professional matches. The CZ kill reward got increased to $300 and the XM is now down to $600. Again, both of these I think are definitely welcome changes. You can also view the weapon category in the tooltip when inspecting skins, so it's nice you don't have to memorize the float values whenever you just unbox a new weapon. And as stated in the intro, Overpass has died a very sad death and been replaced with Dust 2. Overpass was the most CT-sided map in the game and definitely needed some adjustments. I don't know how I feel about Dust 2 coming in, but it is a very exciting change to see come in, so I'm curious to see what type of new utility you guys are cooking up for Dust 2 now that it's actually going to be in the professional pool. And along with all of that, Inferno has also been heavily adjusted to remove the large overhanging buildings in both top mid and in the bottom of Banana. This opens the map up quite a bit and definitely makes it feel less claustrophobic. We'll have to see how it ends up panning out in game. And one of the most anticipated changes coming in with this update is the adding of Overwatch back into the game to enable match demo review by trusted partners. This should hopefully improve the cheating situation a little bit. It's definitely not the kernel level anti-cheat or the VAC live that everyone was hoping for, but hey, it should at least improve the situation a little bit, which is better than nothing. And finally, you can launch practice matches and workshop maps with your party members, which before required port forwarding. So that's another huge change that's going to help out a lot of players to be able to learn, find new lineups, and just play fun maps with their friends. And last but not least, the Copenhagen 2024 major sticker capsules are on sale for 75% off. So yeah, guys, this is a pretty exciting update. Can't wait to try it out and start finding some new lineups for Dust 2. If you're interested in sharing any of yours with me, go ahead and join my Discord down in the link below. And if you find any cool lineups, I may just include them in the next video.